Hey, it's Doom here from Dungeons and Doom Biscuit, and now we're going to finish this damn beholder. I think we might be able to salvage him. He's not ideal, no, not by any means. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that lighter green we used and mix a little darker green and this little kind of like a brownish green called olive. And I'm going to make a dry brush. Wow, that's a lot of paint. Okay, I did not mean to use quite that much paint. But we can get a rag and wipe some of that off. All right. That's still really wet, but let's see what we can do with him. I'm going to get in the eye stalks in between there, get his body, and make him a little less pretty. Now some of that green will show through, and that's all right. He's a little silly and vibrant. All right. We gotta dry him off and start on his eyes, because he's got a bunch of them. Okay, let's get some white. Well, actually, let's get some off-white. Oops. Look, let's just break all my miniatures while we're at it. Just throw them around, Chris. All right. Let's get a smaller brush. Get this cheapy brush I use all the time. I have an antique parchment somewhere I'm looking for, which might just be the color for the job. Now I have made his eye, central eye area, too big. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to refocus where that eye is with the paint job. Okay. And sometimes if you get lucky, you can pull shit like that off. Now we're going to have to come back in and do that central eye again, I'm guessing. Okay, and we're going to try to grab his teeth a little bit with this too. And then we're going to lighten those up, or darken those up with that bone kind of speed paint that I use for that stuff. Okay. We're going to hit him with the hot air gun. +2 hot air gun and burning. We're going to get this brush again, and a little bit of that gray. That like medium gray I use for everything. Get a little cardboard. And we're just going to hit these rocks with this. And some of that base. I'm going to get a little bit of a lighter gray. This is called Country. And it's a apple barrel paint too. Just going to steal some of that. I'm going to hit some of the high up spots on the rock. And just give it a little bit of interest. Maybe I'll put some dabs on the base too. Okay. Alright, so let's see if we can't make these eyes look a little interesting. Let's get a reddish brown color. I have that dark chocolate bar. Let's see how that looks. That's reddish brown for sure. Oh, hell. I'm going to get some of that. And we're going to come in here and carefully do each eye a little round part. And these don't have to be, I mean, mine aren't perfect. Mine's shaking real bad because I used plastic instead of wood for my circle. That was my fault. Apparently someone's calling me. Mrs. Doom just notified me. Alright, so I don't know what we can really do to salvage this guy at this point. He looks kind of dumb. So I got some jet black here. We can make a dot on each one of those. We can do his teeth. We can fix his teeth for sure. Let's get some hot air on these eye stalks. Get some of that pallid bone and do the teeth. Let's get a really tiny brush. And just do a black dot on every eyeball. when your hand's shaking and this thing's wiggling like this, that makes it even harder. So after you clear coat this, especially if you've done a good job and not a stupid job, what I would recommend at that point is to come back with like a glaze Mod Podge, like a shiny, glossy. Sorry, there's some spots I didn't really like right there and there. I would come back with a glossy Mod Podge, and I would do the eyes shiny after you clear coat him. So we already talked about how you fight this guy against your party. And we'll come back. And I'm just not really happy with this. I'm going to be honest with you. Of all the ones I've made besides that terrible bird one, the Acharera, or whatever it was, I didn't like that one either. I didn't like this guy. If your eye's wonky and you're not happy with it, you can come back with some green and paint. You know what I mean? Just get a little bit of green. And just kind of come back and make the corners of his eyes a little sharp. Get a little bit of that, a little bit of that. Get some water. So you can just kind of come in here and make the corners of his eyes pointier and stuff like that if you need to. Maybe drag something across there if you want to. I don't know. I feel like I'm just overpainting him and ruining him at this point. He's not what I wanted. He's not what I pictured. Anyways, so there's my beholder. He's dumb looking. He looks like Mike Wachowski from Monsters, Inc. And yours might too if you follow these simple 25-part directions to make a bad beholder. So, hey, I'm going to dry this guy off. I'm going to hit him with a clear coat. I'm going to gloss his eyes. I'm going to take him upstairs and put him on the turntable and talk about running beholder fights. And then we'll go from there. So, hey. This is Doom from Dungeons and Doom Biscuits. Thanks for watching. If you like what we're doing here, hit like, subscribe, and the notification bell. Check out the website. Check out the Discord. Buy some sweet minis from us if you want. Show us the stuff you've been crafting. And I will release a video later. I think Monday. I took Monday off. Monday, I think we're going to do a live paint. And I would like to invite everybody that watches to come. I'm going to run an adventure. It should be a nice time. So thanks for watching. Oh, let's look at them one more time.